Do you guys know the guy from Scott Pilgrim, the vegan? I always wanted to look like that. I wanted to be really cool and that same kind of contrast with like hair eyebrow thing, like really blonde hair, really dark eyebrows. It gave like a vibe that I've always wanted. So I was like, I wonder what I look like with black eyebrows. This is what I look like with black eyebrows. Why did I do this to myself, bruh? So we're just gonna cover it up a little bit today. I left it on a little bit too fucking long. I've dyed my eyebrows a bunch, but I've always never noticed it because it's like blonde on blonde is nothing. So I was like, fuck it, dude, black. The fuck is this, bro? It like dyed my skin too. Oopsies, live and learn. Honestly, in the camera, it makes it look not as bad as it actually is. So maybe it's not that bad. I'm just gonna keep it covered a little bit until it like fades, at least a little, because this shit is whack. Anyways, we have hamstring focused leg day. What did I have yesterday? No, I had chest and tries yesterday, but I couldn't do shit for my chest because I still had that fucking tear from my bullshit 315 attempt. I've pushed 315 just fine. Except last time, I swear to God, it's because of the bumper plates. Fuck those plates. I don't know if y'all fuck with ChatGPT. If it had a dick, I would bounce on it. That's the kind of level that I have with that relationship. I asked what the diminishing returns, like what body fat percentage do you start having diminishing returns when bulking? Because that's a thing. I know it's a thing, but I don't know the exact number. It said around 15 to 18%. So like 10 to 12 is very lean, great insulin sensitivity and nutrition partitioning, which I think means nutrition absorption or whatever. But staying here year round can make it rougher, blah, 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 whatever. So 12 to 15% is like the sweet spot. That's a lot leaner than I think I even anticipated. So when I was 200 back 2 weeks ago or something like that, I think I was in the 20s. I don't know. Every video I see, it's like, I think my gauge is just so off. So if I'm already past the sweet spot for bulking, then I definitely fucked it up off rip. I saw a dude on Instagram, I'll try to find the video and then like use it as like a reference for what I was saying, but he said his peak bulk, he was at like 8% body fat at 150 and then he cut down to 6% body fat for his stage at 140. So he only lost 10 pounds and went from 8% to 6%. Take it with a grain of salt. Obviously like people's gauge for body fat percentage is always off, but he was super lean peak bulk into even super diced peak cut, you know? And that's the type of shit I'm wanting to do. Maybe not to that extreme. I definitely want to have like barely any fat because there's no point. I literally want a micro bulk, tiny little baby. And that's what I said last time, but I tried to hold the weight that I gained after my show and then do a micro bulk. That's messing it up. That's wrong. So hopefully I can get, I don't fucking know, 10% maybe within 2 more weeks. I'm not sure though. It's so hard to gauge. There's one guy on Instagram who's like a body fat expert or some shit. I want him to be my coach, bruh. Him or TNF. I want like a lean expert, somebody who knows how to get hella fucking diced so that I know what I'm doing wrong. I honestly believe the only thing I'm doing wrong is just try a little harder. That's what I need to do. Just cut a little harder and for longer. Ugh. Holy shit, this is perfect. The guy that I was referring to as a body fat expert is reviewing the other video I also mentioned, talking about how he was 8% body fat. This shit. Have you guys ever seen this guy? That's the guy I was talking about. And then this guy in the corner, the reviewer guy, is the guy that I want to coach me. I'm gonna watch this shit. He said the main difference between the two clips was undigested food, glycogen storage, and subcutaneous water. And that's why the difference was 10 pounds and nothing crazy. He thinks maybe a little bit of body fat percentage loss, but he thinks he went from 8 to 9% to like 7 to 8%. Fuck, dude, does that mean my peak cut was like 12%? What the fuck? That guy had lower lat striations. I didn't have that shit. Am I secretly a fat piece of shit? What is going on? That's crazy. Even if that dude in the video is off, I trust his opinion a lot more than my own because I'm kind of super brain dead. So clearly I was missing something. I was doing a lot of refeed. I was doing refeed days twice every week. No more of that shit. Who needs it? This is all for next cut. I have no refeeds. This mini cut, but it's a fucking mini cut. Why would I do that? Low key, I feel like a month isn't enough. I'm only gonna give myself a month, but I feel like I should try a little bit harder. I'm at like 2,000 calories. I should lower that shit to like 10 or 1,000. Hunger levels, non-existent. We're straight up chilling. Cravings are up, but that's just because I want a crumble cookie, you know?
Cookie 10,000 calorie challenge.
Strength is staying good though, surprisingly. Nope. Oh shit. So 2 weeks have passed, and that's typically the window for like all of the weight loss is water and glycogen, right? So now I should have solid fat loss gains, theoretically, hopefully. How low am I gonna get, bruh? Who knows? It's a real bummer that all of the body mass index, DEXA scan bullshit is always inaccurate as fuck. So there's no real accurate way to test. It's such a bummer. On a side note that's completely unrelated to everything else, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z right now. I'm in the Namek arc. Frieza just said, fuck this planet. Boom! Explodes. And then he was like, I held back too much of my power. Goku, you have 5 minutes to kick my ass. Those 5 minutes last literally, I think, 6 episodes. Holy fucking One Piece pacing. I see where One Piece got it from, bruh. That's crazy. Don't get me wrong, that fight is pretty fucking badass, and I gotta see Super Saiyan for the first time. And then he gets fucking killed. Spoiler alert, not Frieza, Goku dies again, I think. I'm actually, counter argument, because he died already before, and then he got rezzed by the Dragon Balls. You can't get rezzed twice, so maybe he didn't die. He got his ass kicked though. Krillin! Krillin died, bruh. Krillin got fucking nuked. Help me, bruh. Me when I fail a PR in public. For a 1980s anime or 90s, it's pretty fucking fire, bro. Oh shit. Ugh. I'm glad I'm watching it. I'm running out of anime, right? And I'm waiting for the end of June, because at the end of June, all of the 12 and 13 episode animes will be completely released for this season, for the summer season or spring season, whatever the fuck it was. And there's some bangers there. I'm not gonna list them all. There's a bunch, and I can't wait to watch them all. All right, calves review. What you think? Ish. Are my calves bigger than Goku's? How are my quads looking? I think they're looking decent. That's another representation of me being fat as fuck. I never had crazy quad striations. Like I didn't have, there's a muscle that wraps around like right here. I never saw that. Or if I did, it wasn't very easily shown. So that just shows you're kind of fat if you don't have that. Long story short, guys, I was not fucking show ready. Next time, no refuels, harder deficit, better cardio. I'm gonna be a fucking freak. So I'm talking to this girl on Instagram, and she completely fucking switches up as soon as I post a video about my dad. She's asking for his Instagram and shit. I get it, bro. My dad is hot, okay? I understand, but you can't have my fucking father, bro. Quit hitting on my dad. My dad always is the one who's like, getting the girls, bro. His ball knowledge is insane. He did not pass that shit down, by the way. I'm fucking clueless out here. It doesn't help that he's super jacked, super tall, kind of funny, and kind of rich. So he's kind of got everything going for him. It's kind of buns, low key, like share some of the fucking talent, huh? Every time they, like coworkers ask for a picture of my dad, I show them, they're like, is he single? Fuck you, assholes. What's his secret, bruh? I don't know. The fact that he pulled the girl that I was already talking to is fucking wild. He doesn't have an Instagram, motherfucker. He's 53 or however old. I don't know how old he is. 62, I don't know. It's all the same to me. I used to be like, well, at least I'm leaner than him. I'm not anymore. Nah, good for him though. I'm proud to not have an ugly dad. 3, 4, 5. No. Legs and abs, baby. This is with belly hair. So like if I shave, I will have a little bit better definition. Not much, but this is what we're looking like. You can definitely still see like I got excess amount of fat right here, which will go away eventually, but my waist dips in. So if I get crazy lean, I think I'll look really fucking cool. I think I do have a men's physique, potential men's physique build. Wrap my shit up like I'm in prison, bro. Yeah, ab separation does not equal leanness, bro. Look at my quads. I hold hella fat in my quads. And especially my hamstrings, bro. I've never had hamstring separation. Better yet, I've never had ass striations. That's how you know you're lean. Ass striations, bro. I need that, I need it. Guess what time it is, motherfucker? It's Hatsune Miku, colorful stage, and Stairmaster time. Right there. Fuck yeah. Maybe I was doing 10 minutes, but I feel like I'm a fat piece of shit, so maybe I should do 25.